St. Louis. They call it Greater St. Louis, spreading from MacArthur Bridge out past the Missouri and the Merrimack. When you've been away, it's good to get back home. It's familiar. You know the buildings, you know the streets. It's your home, your city. But it's a big city with streets you've never walked. With houses you've never entered. People you've never seen. This little girl is just as much a part of your city as the neighbor's girl you wave to on your way to work every morning. Of course, if you saw her as often as you see your neighbor's girl, if you knew she had pneumonia, you'd want to help her get the medical care she needs. But with only one pair of eyes, you can't see all the sick little girls in your city. Nor can you see the woman who lives alone, no longer cared for, no longer caring. She is your neighbor too. And if you knew about her and about all the others also alone, you'd try to help. Her friendless room is as much a part of St. Louis as city and county. But with only one pair of eyes, you can't see the whole city. When so many people live so close together, no one can know them all. No one can know all the families that need help, where the mother can't work because her children are too young, where a child is mentally retarded, where life seems hopeless and friendless with no place to turn. Of course, you'd try to help this family, and the one down the street, and the one in the next block, if you knew, and if you knew how, and if you knew who needs help first, who needs help the most, and if you had what they need to give them. If you knew how many youngsters in your city roam the streets in restless, destructive gangs, of course, you'd help organize better activities for them. But you have your office or your shop. You can't be out all day looking for boys who have nothing to do, or finding places for neighborhood centers. You'd like to help, but with only one pair of eyes, one pair of hands, in such a big city. If you could see the people whose lives are suddenly disrupted by unpredictable disaster, naturally, you'd want to help them any way you could.
Sig alert, sig alert, sig alert.
We interrupt this program for a special announcement. Tornado warnings have been issued for the St. Louis area, including...
But in the moment of disaster, how could you be ready? How could you be there? You'd like to help, but what would you do? Where would you start?